Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in again today. I'm excited about this video. We're playing Diana Leona. Nightfall Daybreak is one of my favorite combinations of mechanics in the game. Obviously it's kind of synergistic. I think it has a lot of just some of my favorite cards. And this archetype has actually been doing really well. It's at a 55% win rate right now according to Runeterra AR, but over a fairly small sample of games. But enough to that, it's the point where I want to try it anyways to see how good it is. I think it has some game against other aggro decks hopefully, and games like, or decks like Set Karma. Hey Canadian, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for tuning in today. But specifically, a lot of the cards I'm missing that I really like. This specific deck list was the highest win rate, so I figured I'd just grab it and pop it in. Lunari Shadestalker, not in the deck list. I really love this card, but I guess it's probably not the best at the moment. You're looking to be a little bit more aggressive, and they're just other cards that do more damage pretty much in the same spot or have better utility. Otherwise, there really aren't that many Nightfall cards. I'm searching right now in Standard for Noxus Targon. Nightfall really doesn't have a ton of cards at the moment. Obviously, one of the other regions is Shadow Isles, but that really doesn't add many good cards to the list. Nocturne obviously is still here. And cards like Moonlit Gleamkeeper I think are tempting. But things like Doombeast aren't here anymore. Things like Stygian Onlooker, Unspeakable Horror. So, unfortunately, the deck did lose a lot of tools, and so we're kind of leaning into the Nexus version with the Daybreak cards. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited with some of the utility like Pirouette and Brothers Bond, if that's enough to help push the deck over the top. At the top end, we have Revan and 2 Winding Light. So yeah, let's get into some games and see how it goes. I have a few other decks like Darkness and potentially something like the LeBlanc Garen Samira deck. If we get into a longer stream, we can test some other decks too. Diana Leona deck is good. Why there's no new cards for these guys? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's not so much that they got any new cards. It's just that it plays well into other decks. Things like Set Karma, I think you might just be able to run them down. And you have like an extra challenger unit. Like, I guess like Diana can get bigger easier than Samira potentially with her Nightfall effect on level up to challenge bigger units. But yeah, I assume it's just like it's an aggro deck that can go slightly bigger than Samira Fizz. But you don't have a ton of interaction. Like, you have one copy of Moonlight Affliction to silence units. Yo, okay, Ahri Cannon Bilgewater. Interesting. To see what this is about. But yeah, like this is literally like an exact copy of like the Leona Samira deck, right? Like these hands right here. So I don't know why necessarily this deck plays better. We have, let me see here if I can pop up the deck list. Like, it's very similar. We have 2 copies of Winding Light. Maybe that's the difference. It just like goes bigger in the end game. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Sure, this seems good. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of cards missing that make me curious to see how good this deck really is.
I am lightning. I break the wind. Rain and lightning.
Alright, my thought here is I'll go this on turn 2 rather than the Twilight Protector, because I want this Daybreak effect to hit more units hopefully, and when you ping it with Crimson Pigeon it won't really matter, so hopefully get a decent attack here. I assume we're just going to be able to aggro our opponent down. I love Ahri Cannon, but I can struggle against aggro decks like this. I am curious about Bilgewater, because I saw a Bandle City list that was running stuff like Oncologist and Ural Captain. I thought that was pretty cool.
I go where the winds blow. For now.
You know what it could be? Is it like a list deck to give Ahri Challenger? Easily? I hope not. But I'll play Diana next turn.
2 steps into moonlight.
Like, I'm a little spooked about running this into here. And this guy still lives if they replay Cannon, so I think I'll just let this go.
Too slow. I have studied every fight in
They probably have recalls to interact with Diana. I don't know if they main deck Lightning Rush, because I think Lightning Rush is a Vandal City card, right? So I don't think they can. But if they have a second Cannon, obviously. Nice. Okay, that was a good card. Yeah.
Unyielding light. Silent as death.
Wow, I'm surprised they played that there. They tapped pretty much all out of mana. They could still have the 1 mana recall. I actually don't even know if that's still in standard. I haven't played any Ahri Cannon, no.
Night descends.
I think we just swing with everything here.
Scorching light. Think you're fast enough? It's too late for you. No outsiders.
We don't have any interaction, so if like they kind of just like do their thing, we're in trouble. But we're pushing so much damage. Like they lost a lot of their key pieces there. Then we just go Revan this turn into Leona. Seems pretty good. Ooh, into Leona plus Pirouette. That's pretty nasty. Especially against their deck when it's... Well, I think I'm just going to... I mean, I guess Leona into Revan is the same thing. But I'm not going to spend Pirouette here to try to kill this. Because we just like pull it with... We pull Shelly next turn. We stun Shelly next turn, then we pull Shadow Assassin. I think we're fine either way.
I am Targon's daughter who will unite the heavens. I am the bulwark against darkness.
I guess we should be careful of recalls too.
Sun's splendor revealed. They cannot hide.
Because one of the reasons I thought this deck might be interesting. Ooh. Still just Revan, I imagine here. This deck has pretty bad matchups against stuff like the Shadow Owls control decks, like Jace Heimerdinger. Let's see here. Caitlyn Jace, Veigar Nora, Noxus control decks like Caitlyn Annie. So I'm curious to see how it'll do against Ionia decks. I imagine we just run them over because the recalls aren't fantastic, you know, against like our 1-drops and everything. If they have recalls, it's fast speed anyways, so I'm going to try to stun their stuff. Or like force them to use things awkwardly. Why is this in our deck? Oh no, that was the one created by Revan. I was like, why the heck is Stella card in our deck? Double concussive hum smokes, okay. That's a good chunk of blockers. I think we still get pretty aggressive here. Next turn, we'll have 7 mana, so we can just play our triple units. Okay, I'll just swing. Because now when they don't have any mana, like one of the plays I used to like in the old Ahri Cannon decks is just like Homecoming, Tail of the Dragon to replay it. But when they're out of mana, I'm fine to just trade the units away. We're kind of getting close to dying though. They've only recalled 1 unit though, so Ahri isn't really a threat. And if they develop, we get a stun. That's always good. There's 7 Noxus cards. I wonder why they were chosen. It's a very similar list to like the Samira Leona deck. But yeah, things like Brothers Band I'm curious about. Because I haven't seen that in too many lists in the current standard. And there just really isn't. There aren't a ton of Targon cards in the archetype. If I play Twilight Protector second, will it play both Nightfall and Daybreak Effect? If I have Revan on board, yeah, it'll do both.
Glorious light rains down.
Are we just dead? Looks like it. I don't know if I can be upset about losing to Ahri Cannon, but our deck just didn't have much interaction for that.
Not live in fear.
We could have open attacked that one turn instead of stunning with Pirouette. Like, we could have taken the attack to try to kill their stuff. But they had double concussive bomb anyway, so they would have protected their stuff anyway. I don't think that was really a problem there. Deep. That late game is kind of spooky, but we also have a finisher of our own. Diana in turn 2 seems a little meh. I don't think they really have anything on turn 2 we want to kill anyway. With a 2-power unit. Okay, well, now I would keep Diana. Alright. Crimson Pigeon into Solari Soldier? Or into the Solari Shield Bearer? That seems like a really solid opener. Crimson Pigeon gets hit by Quietus, but I don't think that particularly matters. The other one would too, you know. We could go 3 units here, try to get more aggressive. But I think it's better to go 2-drop now and then 2-drop plus 1-drop next turn.
Clad in shining sunlight.
Whoa! Oh my gosh. They just burnt triple Quietus. That's sad. Like, we really don't have a ton of units that'll be below 2 health, hopefully, for most of the game. But, like, it hits a good chunk of our deck. It's so funny. Do I want to use my stun next turn? We'll have 4 mana next turn, so maybe I want to go Sunhawk plus Twilight Protector.
We will not suffer unbelievers.
They will not escape punishment.
Do I wish Lore had text chat? Sort of. I've not had too many good experiences with, like, most video game chat, so I don't even think I'd ever really use it that much. Like, there would be funny moments, of course, like that, where you could be like, oh, dang, dude, you know, like, but I guess in card games, maybe the atmosphere is a bit more chill.
Night flowers upon
Like, in, like, League of Legends and Overwatch and stuff, I pretty much always just have the stuff muted. But I think it'd be funny. Okay, stun the Sea Scarab, then what happens? We could go Crimson Pigeon plus a Pirouette this turn. We have emotes, right? I could have gone, like, the Caitlyn emote or the, you know? Okay. I think I kind of want to stun Maokai here. We push a ton of damage. Are we going to need this? I think we have enough stuns in our deck. We have, like, Leona plus the Daybreak package that we can kind of be aggressive here and rely on those stuns later in the game.
Lunari, rise.
Our deck doesn't run Fervor. That's an interesting choice. Like 2 Brother Spawn instead of 2 Fervor. I think if we drop this, it protects most of our units. And this would be the only unit they can pick off. If they, yeah, I was gonna say, if they kill this here, then I will play the Twilight Protector afterwards, so we can open attack, and they'll only have 3 units on board.
We'll be free.
And hopefully that's enough to finish them off. Or if we hit Winding Light as well, that does it. Because we have the extra 1 mana cheat here. Man, does anybody remember the Aphelios Winding Light deck? That was so good. PNZ Winding Light. Oh man, I love that deck. Ooh, they're kind of close. If they have like a double jettison. Well, that's not all that impressive in this matchup here. I think I'm just gonna take the open attack. Oh, this doesn't seem like it's gonna work. I mean, overwriting a unit just to play Diana doesn't accomplish anything other than giving them like unit speed interactions. I think we're kind of looking just for a better job by our next attack turn. Okay, good game. I wasn't sure if that'd work. I felt like for sure. I think we probably lose that game if they didn't waste their triple Quietus as well. Oh, wait a second. I actually want to check this out. The King's Court. I completely forgot about this card at all. When I summon an ally, create a fleeting prize fight in hand. When an ally survives damage, gained to Brash. It's so funny because when I saw it in like the little animation, I was thinking about the Gangplank boat. And I was like, what is that card? I completely forgot about that new one. I don't know if I've seen that once. Because like, even like during the early days of the expansion, people will play those fun cards. I don't know if I ever ran into it. Okay, Samira Varus. Cool. I'm actually not sure how good Samira Varus is. I know some people are looking at like Pantheon lists and stuff. But I think I came across this once or twice. It has some good interaction tools. Ooh, this seems good. Dustbringer into Diana with Dust Petal Dust. Turn 3 Sun Guardian. I like that. I'm enjoying Standard a lot, but I am excited for some more Eternal ranked link gameplay and like tournaments and stuff. Because there are some archetypes that I just miss, like, even if they weren't good. Like, I would totally be down to play like one of those old like Diana Nocturne Nightfall aggro decks right now. There's nothing stopping me from it, but I'm just kind of like in that mood where I'm enjoying Standard, and it's like kind of like the popular thing. I feel like I should do this anyway. If they don't develop, we just get some damage in. And I don't think I'm going to pass this up. I think I'm going to take the 4 damage. Because I don't think they have a unit on turn 2 besides Samira that is really spooky, and maybe I should be scared about that. But the 4 damage can be pretty meaningful. Especially because like if I end up passing that turn and like they kill our Diana anyways, we're not really getting any value out of having our units on the board early. Like now what do I do? I don't want to play Pale Cascade into Samira because if they have an all out, we just look silly. And do I want to use my stun here? Actually, that's not bad. I think I might just stun here and then play Sun Guardian and keep up Pale Cascade next turn. I kind of like that. Pale Cascade can give Diana Nightfall. I think that's a really good line, actually. Alright, so they could, like, if they have 2 all-outs, they could go... I guess that wouldn't work, because then they couldn't play Challenger. So I think this works out pretty well. Alright. I'm a little scared about running into Samira here. They have the flare, obviously. But if we run in with Diana, she dies to anything if they have all out. So is it at least worth it to try to get after Samira here? And what about these two? Because they're not killing either of these. It's just giving them an excuse to play their gems. So maybe I'll keep these two back until we have a more threatening attack with them. Like we just get Leona on board, we get some stuns, and then they can start pushing some damage later. And for now, just swing on like this.
No more lies.
Yeah, like this guy will be much more effective next time. I don't expect this to work though, but I don't know if I'm supposed to just sit back with Diana here. Because she'll just end up dying to Samira's attack next turn if they have a pump spell anyway. Maybe that's not a good play. Because is she really ever leveling up in this matchup? Our deck doesn't... We just don't have many Nightfall cards. Like, we'd have to go... We could, like, use these two. But then we're kind of falling behind with Diana. Or Leona, excuse me. I guess if we play Leona turn 5... Turn 6, we can go Pirouette into Nightfall to level up Diana. If I take this attack, they might go after the Sun Guardian.
No problem.
Sure. Okay. I think I have to be okay with this. I'm not gonna try to rip off Pale Cascade here. Do I want to push stuns next turn on Daybreak, or do I want to try to level up Diana? I wonder if Samira Draven's any good. Ooh, that would actually be pretty interesting. I kind of miss the old Jinx Draven discard aggro decks. This would be fun.
Will unite the heavens. Unity is not
I think I should probably just level up Diana. Or, excuse me, I don't know why I keep messing up the names so much today. Leona. I guess it depends on our draw, too.
But Jack said there'd be contenders out here.
Okay, what's the play here? I'm thinking of just playing Twilight Protector here. It makes our Solari Sunhawk an effective attacker. It'll stun Samira for the time being in case they somehow rally here. But I still need to kill Samira anyways. But I'm thinking we go Twilight Protector plus the stun plus Pale Cascade.
I am the bulwark against darkness.
Aphelios rotated out of standard, right? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I'd like to play a... What? I haven't seen the card in so long. I thought that was such a cool card. I haven't seen that in ages.
Terrible things lay inside. Don't hold anything back. I want.
Wait, what happened here? Oh, because Leona wasn't leveled when she... Right, okay. Oopsies. Well, in that case, I think I'm just gonna Shoot this, stun this. Yeah, let's actually see if Samira Draven's a real deck. That sounds kind of fun. Oh, Draven isn't even in standard. Yeah, that'd be a cool one to check out in the Eternal format. Man, Jinx really has no good partners left. Like Echo's there, but Draven rotated out and Lulu rotated out.
Cloaked in silver light.
That doesn't seem like it's going to be very effective at killing Samira.
I will be heard.
This trades off Samira, probably. That seems spooky. I guess I was thinking, I forgot. I get so distracted sometimes. I'm sorry. I was thinking Samira Diana would level up, but of course I played the Twilight Protector as the Daybreak effect, not the Nightfall effect.
Come, a new phase.
I'm pretty confident Leona's dead here. But they probably can't protect Samira as well, hopefully. They'd have to have like double momentous choice plus an offensive pump spell.
You feel it too. Daylight is unrelenting, but not eternal.
Okay. Well, we got rid of Samira. I guess that's a win for us for here. We have 2 Sun Guardians, which can get pretty chunky. If we find a Winding Light by our next attack turn, or maybe just another Leona, I think we'll be looking okay. Or Raven. Raven here would be really good.
I will surpass these mortal constraints.
It's a little frustrating. We can't really develop into this at all. Like, I really wanted to get my Sun Guardians a little chunky here, but they just die. And I probably need some units on board if I'm going to win this next turn with some kind of top deck. Like, if we pass and we end the turn, and we don't get a good draw, we can only play 1 Daybreak effect. That looks really sad, I think. I think I'm just going to get the Solaris Sunhawk on board. We'll have a ton of units for next turn. And hopefully we draw like a Winding Light or a Leona, and then we just have Brothers Bond, potentially the Winding Light, or maybe just the stun with Leona is enough to go wide, that we can finish them off. But I don't want them to just get the free trades here. They also have that, that's true. That's a problem. Alright, I guess we have to use our Brothers Bond. Unfortunate. I didn't think about that one either. Their deck has a lot of troublesome plays for us. The pump spells is obviously hard for, or like a unique aspect of that Samira deck. Usually it's just all out, but like also just being able to have like 1 mana momentous choice plus all outs is pretty good. The lifesteal, the quick attack plus challenger, that feels really good. I was a little surprised Pantheon didn't rotate out of standard. wonder what other Leona decks are out there other than just aggro decks.
Arrow of retribution will find its
Ooh, Aurelion Soul Leona. That sounds kind of fun. It's not performing particularly well, but it's winning triple Surge Warrant. I don't even remember that card. 4 mana fast speed from Demacia. An ally with 4+ power captures a unit or ally, or an ally captures a landmark.
Pledge to the dark within.
Is Celestial Trifecta in Standard? I'm feeling a little sad about this attack here. Titan Nocturne. 10 matches played, 10% win rate. Yep. I'm pretty sure I played against the Celestial Trifecta deck this season. I just don't remember what it was. And I want to figure out how to find it. Was it? No, surely not. Okay, I'm not sure what it was. Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty big.
Daylight breaks on the battlefield.
Now we just have to find Waning Light. Rats. Wait, that doesn't target him, right? Does that still work? No, it'll, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Lines.
I was thinking hexproof for magic. He has Scout. He could hit Leona. Break your barrier, but that one, I guess, won't do anything. Casually losing 2 of our units. Cool. Oh, was it the Karma Targon deck? Maybe that's what it was. Let's look at that. Karma set Targon? No, it was Star Shaping. Is Celestial Trifecta even in Standard? Star Shaping, either way, is still a cool card. And Solar Priestess. I might want to try that one sometime. That seems fun. I haven't played that one, actually.
good is mercy.
Daylight is unrelenting, but not eternal.
I wonder what our opponent's thinking about here. Like if they should just push more damage or kill a Sun Guardian. I feel like you'd always want to kill the Sun Guardian. That's not very good either. I mean, they're at 20 health. Like, we're not winning this, really. I think this one's ready to scoop up.
This is but one sunset.
Okay, let's try the LeBlanc Garen Samira. This one was actually kind of interesting. Let me see if I can find the win rate for it real quick. Okay, 43% win rate overall, but this specific deck list had like a 52, I think, something like that. Very interesting choices. Like double silence and suppress, I think, is pretty interesting, and pretty standard kind of like a mix, like Reckless Trifarian and Trifarian Glory Seeker, obviously from the Ash LeBlanc package, and like sticking in some just strong Demacia units. I'm curious how often Trifarian Assessor will look good in this deck list. I'm also not very high on Lord Eldred here. I kind of want to cut him and put in something like she's not even in stand anymore. Cynthia the Bold. Okay, I guess Lord Eldred is then. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. Kind of an interesting mashup of the two decks. 2 Samira, 1 LeBlanc, 3 Garen. Okay, I can get behind that. Genevieve Elmhart seems like a really good card in these kind of decks. But yeah, I hadn't actually seen this. Someone on YouTube recommended it, so I figured I'd give it a try. Udyr Galio. Okay. I don't know if that's a good matchup for us or not. Some combat's nice. I may be able to kill Udyr on play. I'm probably just gonna pass here. Because if I attack, they might still be willing to block here. I don't know. I could silence and suppress this right now, but they can't really open attack with it anyways into like a threat. So I'm not sure. Oh, that's such a cool card. Okay, now I think I'll silence it. Just turn into an 0-3.
Can I try?
I think we'll get blocking Badger Bear down. I don't want to go Trifarian into Glory Seeker and have no blockers. I'll probably just get this big guy down. Am I willing to run into a pump spell? I don't know if I should pass. Maybe I'll just attack with the Trifarian, because if we lose him, it's not as bad as losing the Badger Bear. And just leave the Badger Bear back to block next turn when we can respond with our own pump spell. Ooh. Okay. I'll probably go Glory Seeker plus Badger Bear and then play Trifarian Assessor next turn.
I need just a moment.
Man, the equipments just seem like the backbreakers in these mirror matches. Because obviously you have to pay the mana to equip them, and that's many you're not spending on other units. But it does make that individual unit so powerful. Like now it's really hard for us to even commit to attacking this, because we'd have to burn a pump spell preemptively. I could go Samira. Pull here, but then we have no mana left over for a pump spell. Like if I go like this, we're losing 1 unit for free. But our other 3 units are all positive trades, except for here, I suppose. Alright, I'll take the pass. I don't want to run into like a Cataclysm, but I don't think that really matters here. So I'll play my Broadwing. Next turn I'll probably play Samira, and we can use the Flare the following turn to like pull the units out of the way, and maybe... Punished so hard. Ah! Okay. I wanted to ping that guy off with my pirouette, but I was like, I don't want to waste the stun last turn after we were already attacked. Ah, that's brutal. Okay. So ping here, stun here. Stun here? I think I'll just take the hit from this dude. I don't want them to get the Darkened Spear buff again. Oof. And without Concerted Strike, these Demacia decks... I feel like we're going to struggle to kill the Galio.
I know a challenge when I see one.
I don't know if I have to kill this guy right now. Like, we can't kill him right now. But if we should damage him. Next turn we'll have 2 challengers. The Broadwing plus a Samira Flare. But Samira won't even be able to kill anything. She won't be able to attack anything. I still think it's probably worth it to get some health off their board. I don't want to run into a single combat here without our own form up available, so I'll wait to play Samira. Oh, nice. It's pretty big.
Don't ask for permission or forgiveness. This should be fun.
Okay, we can protect her, right? We go... Oh, no, we used form up. That's right. Oh, oopsies. So I guess we can single combat here. I probably could use the Flare plus Samira's all out at this point to get the extra Flare. But I wanted to see if I needed to use this for the next thing to give a challenge. I suppose it didn't matter. I probably should have used that anyway. But this is the problem. Like, we kind of won the board state now, but then they just slam a knockout, and like, what the heck do we do? Yeah. Yoinks. Okay. That was unnecessary. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted. I have to head out of this game anyways. Something came up. I'm sorry. I wanted this to be a nice long stream. I actually really wanted to get quite a few decks in, but oh, jeepers! And they get the Galio rally. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to head out. Sorry for the short stream, guys. I've been enjoyed though. Thought we played some like decks I hadn't really played in, or I haven't seen in a while at all. What? Did I not click surrender? Okay, I was gonna say. Okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks for stepping, everybody. I'll catch you on next time. Hopefully tomorrow will be a nice long stream, and I'll see you around.